Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we've got some very good news for Global Dokkan. STR Transforming Cooler has been announced. This is a very big deal. Cooler is one of the most impressive units in the game, easily. I would say, as of right now, I do consider him by far, like, the best DOKKANFEST exclusive TUR. He is ridiculous for a number of reasons, which we'll go over, right? So, the event goes away, starting, I thought it said here, I thought, okay, no, it doesn't, okay. But the event will go away. This always happens where, like, it'll mention what day the event goes away, and people will get confused and think that the event shows up on that day, but it's just when it actually goes away. Is it going away today? It might be about to go away, whatever, it doesn't matter. Regardless, Cooler will probably be out, usually these are 2 days in advance, so Cooler will probably release on the 26th, but I can't imagine him releasing any further than the 29th. Now, this is actually a big deal because this does set up Global for a joint Saiyan Day celebration with JP on the 18th of March. So that LR Bardock and all the, like, you know, Ginyu Force type free-to-play units of Bardock's different, like, his team, his Saiyan team, that very likely will be coming to Global at the same time on Saiyan Day. Personally, I hope it does. It always does seem as though the whole community is having a lot more fun during the joint celebrations. So I really do hope that Saiyan Day will be for both versions. And Cooler releasing right now does make it seem so, right? Because this is very quick, right? Like, Global just got future Gohan, right? Like, he's not that old. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in. So here's Cooler's banner, right? Now, Cooler's banner, you look at this and you might go, oh, that's very good. Look at Namek Goku on there, Cooler. But unfortunately, I hate to break the news to you guys that I don't think Namek Goku will be on here for Global. So we can take a look at a couple of banners, right? So here's JP's Piccolo Banner, which was changed for Global because no one would have summoned on it. So they put Namek Goku on there, right? Now, because of that, I do not think Namek Goku will be on Cooler's banner. He could be. But, you know, they've been changing banners lately. Then we had JP's future wait, no, this is Global's. We had JP's future Gohan banner, which had hit. I believe that was the first time hit had returned on either version, actually. Future Gohan's banner is... it's okay. I mean, this guy has aged pretty well, actually. Especially with the new future Gohan out. This guy is very solid. Good for difficult events, too. So that's nice. You know, UI Goku's good, but after he transforms, no defense hurts a bit. You know, you're still good. Boo sucks. Kinda, pretty much. But then they changed future Gohan's banner, and it's way worse. It's way, like, it's just, this guy's been on a lot of banners, right? And then, like, Hit, it would have, you know, Hit has barely been on any banners at all on Global, and Hit's been out for a long time. So, like, that was a downgrade. I thought what they were going to do was put Tech Trunks on this banner. And then they were going to put AGL Zamasu on Cooler's banner. But because they didn't do Tech Trunks right there, I highly doubt they're going to be putting AGL Zamasu on this Cooler banner. I don't know what they're going to do, but I would expect Namek Goku not to be there. I also would highly recommend Global players not to summon for Cooler. I just really think it's a bad idea, and it's very, very easy to point out why, and it's because of these two. You know, maybe they're the best units in the game. You know, maybe you like them better than Rosé. Sure, I definitely wouldn't argue that, right? The fusions are ridiculous. I would say they are easily the most fun units in the game. They have the best animations in the game, and they probably have the best banners in the game as well. Like, look at Vegito's banner real quick. This guy, the new Trunks Amai is amazing. LR Vegito, LR AGL Gohan, Trunks and Zamasu. LR Vegito over here, Boo is still fodder. You know, you are good, but you've been on 50 million banners. You are amazing after EZA, and this guy EZA is on Global tomorrow night. Look at how ridiculous this banner is. If you use stones before this comes out, you're doing yourself a disservice as a Global player. Save for the LR fusions. Just every day I'm saying that. So here's the stuff that comes out with the Cooler celebration. We have the new Cooler Dokkan event. Only 2 units awaken with the medals. Unfortunately, they've been really bad about that lately. Not awakening old units and stuff like that. They very easily could have had, like, you know, int Cooler. So, like, if we go back here, like, they so easily could have had this guy like Dokkan Awaken and give him a TUR. And like, you know, you could have used him alongside SCR Cooler. Like, Dokkan has been really bad lately about not doing that. There's a lot of units in the game, free-to-play units that are SSRs and shit like that you could just awaken. Like, give this guy a monster TUR. Who would have complained about that? No one. And he's on 50 different teams. Like, they really dropped the ball with that, right? The Cooler story event does get a complete revamp here. Way easier to farm everything up in here, as well as a new free-to-play unit added, that Tech Cooler. So it's going to be very easy to SA farm your brand new Cooler. Also, the Hero and Villain Extermination event does finally drop for the first time on Global Dokkan. So what they do is every week they add a new stage to this. So Goku will come out in a couple of days. He'll get his EZA. Then the week after, Gohan gets his EZA. Then the week after, Piccolo gets his EZA. And then as celebrations come out, they give more units EZAs. By far, these three are godly, amazing EZAs. Especially these two for the Kamehameha team, which gets so much stronger when LR Goku Black, LR Blue Vegito, and LR Blue Gogeta get added to it, right? Huge addition to the Kamehameha team. I've been begging and screaming for global players to prepare for this event for months now, ever since this came out on Global or on JP. So I hope you guys have been preparing, because these are the only units you could use. And again, everyone likes to complain about how bad EZA areas are, but it does appear as though this event itself is going to end up giving more stones than a traditional EZA would. So that is good, but it does not give the orbs or Grand Kais, which is obviously an L, right? Here we have Cooler himself. Number one, you start with the fact that he is a leader for the Transformation Boost category, and it's like, you just go through this team. Just look at the LRs on his team. Do we need to go further than this? Like, this is the type of team that Cooler has. And you go through, like, virtually every DOKKANFEST exclusive is added to this team, right? So let's move backwards. We have LR Vegito and Gogeta. Then we have Android 13. And then we have, who was it? Cooler is on there. And then we have Future Gohan. Oh, I skipped over the Tech Vegeta, who's not on here. But then there's also the Super Saiyan 2 Goku and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He is on there. You know, you just move backwards, right? Then like LR Gohan and LR Cell are on here. Like almost every DOKKANFEST exclusive ends up on this category at this rate. Like all transformation units. It's just a ridiculous category. It's honestly pretty absurd and silly. And it's only going to get better as we get more super class transformation units, because there's already so many villains, right? Like all Friezas and all Cells and stuff like that are already on this team. And then as more Saiyan transformation characters, you know, Broly, Vegeta, Goku, Gohan, as those types of characters release, the category is just going to get better and better and better. So he has that amazing leader skill. He brings the new Conquest of Terra leader skill, which is honestly pretty pointless as of right now. In the future, when Baby, Bojack, Great Ape Vegeta, and Slug, when those characters get DOKKANFEST exclusives, which will happen, again, Bojack, Baby, Great Ape Vegeta, and Slug will all 100% eventually get DOKKANFEST exclusives. That will dramatically increase the power of this team. Golden Frieza will get an LR, hopefully from Resurrection F, because that's a Resurrection F Golden Frieza right there. Just a lot of things like that will power this category up, but as of right now, it's pretty pointless. Oh, also this guy, Miju. Oh, and Demon King Piccolo. Actually, yeah. See, this is a category that right now sucks, but you give it, I don't know, a year when a bunch of these villains get DOKKANFEST exclusives, and this category will be interesting. Because Jr., there will definitely be a DOKKANFEST exclusive or LR of this guy. That's maybe the best fight in all of Dragon Ball, so that deserves that level of respect. And then Demon King Piccolo deserves a DOKKANFEST exclusive or an LR as well. So that category will just get better and better. His passive is insane. He is a transformation boost category support type unit when facing only one enemy, which is 95% of the game. So he's going to be supporting LR Gogeta, LR Vegito, LR Int Cell, LR Gohan, UI Goku, transforming Vegeta, Dragon Ball Super Broly. That's what Cooler supports. Like, it's just ridiculous. His links are really good, but he doesn't have shocking speed, which hurts. And then his transformation condition, when you're fighting a pure Saiyan or hybrid Saiyan, which again is, it's like 75% of the game or something like that. On the third turn, it's an active skill transformation, so you can choose to do it or not. And then once you transform into this guy, I mean, it's over. He stacks attack. He has, like, he's just supering nonstop. He does guaranteed crits against Pure Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyans, again, 75% of the game. His links are OP. He's just so OP. Cooler is so ridiculous. Like Dragon Ball games love sucking off, like, you know, Cooler units and Frieza and stuff like that, and they made Cooler ridiculous. Like, it's so funny, like, this, okay, so, like, Legends dropped a Cooler right around this time as well. Both Dokkan and Legends dropped, like, God-level Cooler units, which is insane, because that purple Cooler in Legends is super OP, right? So, that's cool. We got the Salza unit that is the Cooler's Armored Squadron. The issue with this guy, I've complained about this a lot, is that movie bosses is not movie villains. So that hurts. Like, this unit would have been crazy if he was on movie villains instead of movie bosses, right? Because, like, they're so nuts. Like, attack and defense 30% per Conquest of Terror category ally on the team. And then they launch 2 additionals if there's a Cooler on the team. Like, it's so nuts. And they're lowering attack and defense. They're a Conquest of Terror support type unit. Their links are pretty solid. They do have shocking speed, which, you know, again, that's weird. That Cooler doesn't have it. It would have helped out a lot. But they're a strong unit. Very, very strong. I don't really get a chance to use them much because they're only on Cooler's team and then basically also on Android 13's team. But the Target Goku category is like bullshit. Like, it's terrible. Hey, remember the 50 times Zamasu just mentions Goku by name? Son Goku, Son Goku, Son Goku. Yeah. Oh, I don't remember that either. That didn't happen. Then there's the tech free-to-play Cooler right here. Again, you could use this guy to raise the super attack level of DOKKANFEST Cooler. That's the main purpose of this guy. But he is actually a pretty decent free-to-play unit by himself. You know, so if you want to build like a free-to-play version of any of these teams, this guy's okay. He'll be very solid. He is a Conquest of Terror support type unit as well. He could low-key, if in the future we get a different Conquest of Terror, like, true leader, this guy low-key could be an interesting option on the team because he's stacking defense and he's, again, a pretty good Conquest of Terror category support type unit. As of right now, you can't run DOKKANFEST Cooler and this guy together, but in the future, you know, if you don't have DOKKANFEST Cooler and they release some other Conquest of Terror true category leader, I'm not talking about, you know, Sal's in the Cooler Armored Squadron, but a 150% leader or above, this guy would be solid on that team. These EZA units are okay. They're kind of mediocre. I mean, this guy's all right. Medium chance of stunning. You know, he gets stronger under 77% HP or less. He's okay. It's, you know, these guys were like the worst units in the game. And now they're actually like you can run these units, right? Like this guy, you could put this guy in a couple of these teams. He'll be okay. Then we have Gohan. Gohan could have been horrible, but you only need Goku attacking in the same turn, which is not bad because Goku is, it's all of this, right? So, like, they easily could have made it Super Saiyan Goku, like the LR AGL Gohan, but they did decide to expand it and open it up to just any Goku, right? So, like, if you're on the Kamehameha team, the Pure Saiyan team, like, you're going to be running Gokus left and right, so it's not really going to hurt you so bad, right? And here, let me take a look here. Except for Kid Goku, Ginyu Goku, or Goku Jr., so that's good. So he's going to be solid on many of these teams. Now, of all of these EZA units, what is this? Oh, yeah, Omega gets his EZA as well during this. Let's look at Piccolo first, and we'll look at Omega. So, Piccolo, of the 3, I like him the best on the Bond of Master and Disciple team. If you don't have DOKKANFEST exclusive Piccolo, this will be the best Piccolo for that team. He's really good, too, because all allies will get 77% defense, and then if you're on a full Bond of Master and Disciple team, he's going to auto super, and he's going to have, look at that, like what is that, 140% attack? That's going to be solid. He's good. Like, this guy is really good. It's just only on that one team, but that's fine, because, like, DOKKANFEST Piccolo is the leader of the Namekian team, so you're never going to run this guy over there if you have the DOKKANFEST Piccolo anyway, but, like, you could, even DOKKANFEST Piccolo does show you where super attacks are, which that alone is a stupid broken ability, right? But even still, you could sometimes just run this guy over DOKKANFEST Piccolo. I think this guy will output probably a little bit more damage on the on a full Bond of Master and Disciple team. But DOKKANFEST Piccolo, and then like the all allies defense 77%, like this guy's good. I like him a lot. He was okay before he got his EZA because that was still a strong ability, and then they made him pretty solid, right? Then Omega gets his EZA, which is huge. because he becomes a full power category support type unit. Now, you guys remember how I was sucking Cooler off because of how powerful his category is that he's a support type unit for? Well, guess what? Omega has the same shit going on, because look at this. Again, like with Transformation Boost, I said, let's look at the LRs. Do I need to continue? We can do the same thing here. Let's look at the LRs. Do I need to continue? So, Omega is amazing on the full power team. And even in the future, he might be good on the Shadow Dragon Saga team, depending upon, if we get a new leader for that team, right? Which, I mean, there's so many characters that are not respected in Dragon Ball GT. Like, this arc, like, all the Shadow Dragons, all the Saiyans and shit like that are there. Like, Gohan and Goten don't have cards. It's so dumb. Like, Majub is there, which is cool. Trunks is there, which is cool. But there's, like, way more they could do, right? Like, there's just way more that could be added. There's no Golden Great Ape Vegeta. There's a couple of things that they could definitely add to this category. And I would expect maybe like a transforming Sin Shenron or something like that to become the leader. And then, you run this guy next to him, and that's probably just an absolutely devastating rotation, because a transforming Sin Shenron into Omega Shenron would 100% be on full power. And this guy would become his best friend, and that would be a rotation of the gods right there. Like, that would be so crazy, because he gives 2 ki and 40% attack. And then this, if the enemies can have their attack lowered, they can't do shit to you when this guy's on the field. Minus 40% is so big. And then I think his defense is crazy as well. This is LR level defense for real, almost 14k right there. So this Omega is incredibly powerful. So let me know what you guys think of Cooler coming and all this stuff. Again, this is definitely a good celebration for Global, and Cooler coming out this fast after Future Gohan was just here does show us that it looks as though Global will probably have a joint Saiyan Day celebration with JP. So let me know what you guys think of all this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.